What is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Krieg's Outdoors. I'm here today in Brazil. It's a little windy, so hopefully you guys can hear me. But I've been living here for 1 week, guys. I wanted to make a short video for you guys today, 5 things that I have learned living in a foreign country for 1 week. Now I also have this mask on my face because you're supposed to wear a mask here. COVID is very bad here. So please forgive me for having this on my face here. But let's get right into it, guys, with number 1. All right, guys, so number 1 is basically life is the same no matter where you go. Now, I know that may sound kind of weird, but what you have to think about is the basic necessities of life. Food, shelter, water. No matter where you go, those things are king. There's poverty everywhere, homelessness everywhere. Even if you don't see it, it's there. You can definitely see a lot of homeless here in Brazil. You'll see beggars and stuff on the street. Most of them mean no harm, but you have to be aware that these things do exist everywhere you go, and it makes you thankful, makes me thankful for living in America, all of the great things that we have, because life is a little bit more of a struggle here in Brazil for a lot of these people. A lot of it is just as nice of America, but a lot of it is also kind of a little bit worse. So you'll see on one street a really nice building, and then one also kind of dirty and has some covered in graffiti, which you see that in America too. But just know, guys, that these things that people struggle for in America, they also struggle for in other places. So number 1 is that life is the same. Number 2 is that life is also different in other places. There's different ways of doing even just the smallest things in life. One thing I noticed, I don't know why I noticed this here in Brazil, is that all the sidewalks in Curitiba are made out of this like really small stone, where like in America we just have big cement blocks. I don't know, I just noticed that, and it makes for some cool sidewalks. They all have cool designs on them. Even the roofs, they have different shingles. Buildings are built different. Everything, just the small things you'll notice that are different. And that's what makes it a really cool experience. It opens your minds that things can be completely different. The currency here is different than back in Ohio. Here in Brazil, they have inflation. So where something may cost $10 in America, for it to equal $10, it might cost like 80 here, 80 Brazilian reals. So just little things that are different you'll notice. The third thing I've noticed is that speaking a different language is a great strength. I have a roommate here from Italy, and he can speak a decent amount of Spanish and a little bit of Portuguese. I'm trying to learn Portuguese, and I barely know any Spanish. But to be able to speak some of the language that the people here speak really helps us out a lot. He'll translate what they're saying to me, and it's really a great help because here not that many people speak English. You'll find a couple, but it's just crazy that you can live in America your whole life. Basically everyone speaks English, and then you come to another place and barely anyone speaks English. So going somewhere new can be great for picking up on another language when that's all they do is speak it there. Number 4 is real short. It's just that a smile and a nod go a long way. Just being kind to people is a great help, but you always have to make sure to keep your eyes open and look around, because if you're a foreigner, you're gonna stick out in that new place. And you just need to be aware, like here in Brazil, if you're from America, they're already thinking that you probably have more money than them. So they might try to charge you more, or you don't know. Most people are nice and they won't do this to you, but you always have to keep your eyes open. My last tip, guys, is that living in places that you're unfamiliar and maybe a little bit uncomfortable with is a great asset in life. It's gonna open your doors of opportunity, and you're gonna be able to see and do way more things. All right, guys, that was 5 things that I've learned from living in a foreign country for 1 week. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and make sure to go out there and travel on your own, guys. Live adventure style, and I'll see you next time. Peace.